Good morning and welcome dear student. Again in my channel we are going to deal with the zoology. In today's lecture we will discuss on the topic class Pisces. Before class Pisces we have already discussed protochordate as well as the general characters of vertebrates. Now in vertebrates as in gnathostomes there are 5 different classes which include class Pisces, class Amphibia, class Reptilia, class Aves and class Mammalia, of which today we will discuss the first class of this vertebrate under the gnathostomes which are having the jaws, class Pisces. Pisces means the fishes. So all the fishes which comes under this class Pisces. So let's see the general characters of class Pisces. As you know, the fishes lives in water, whether it is a fresh water or marine water, or it may be the estuarine water or brackish water. In between the river as well as sea, this water is called as estuarine or brackish water. So this is about the habitat of fishes, or they may live in ponds, dams as well. And these fishes are cold-blooded vertebrates. As I have already told you about the cold-blooded, they are also called as the pykilotherms. So these are the pykilothermic animal or cold-blooded animal. They can sustain or they can adjust their body temperature according to surrounding to some extent. So that is about the cold-blooded or pykilotherms. But in case of homeotherms, which are having the constant body temperature, and in vertebrata, there are only 2 classes of homeotherm, that is aves and mammals, and rest of 3 classes are pykilotherm. So these are aquatic as well as cold-blooded individual. The skin is covered with scales, dermal denticles or bony plates. So this is about the covering of the skin, and the scales may be variety of type. These Pisces shows generally streamlined body, but some are elongated, snake-like, and a few are dorsoventrally flat. That is, dorsal and ventrally they are flat. And the examples are skates and rays. The fishes possesses paired and unpaired fins supported by soft or spiny rays for easy swimming into water. The unpaired fins are dorsal, caudal and anal fin, while the pectoral and pelvic fins are paired fins. So these are 2 types of fins are present in fishes. Tail is muscular with a tail fin and used for propulsion. And again there is a variety of this tail fin and caudal fin which is present in these Pisces. These Pisces possesses paired nostril but do not open into pharynx except lungfishes or highly developed fishes. Some fishes, example catfishes, possesses barbels just beside this mouth, which are excellent tactile organs, means they are sensory organs and they detect the sense of touch. The endoskeleton is cartilaginous or bony, and on the basis of this, the species are again divided into two major categories. Those fishes with cartilaginous endoskeleton are called as a cartilaginous fish or chondrichthyes fish, and those fishes with a bony endoskeleton are called ostrichthyes fishes or bony fishes. Then, for the purpose of respiration, they are having the gills as a chief respiratory organ. But accessory respiratory organs may also be present in some fishes. Gill slits are usually 5 pairs, but in some cases the gill slits may be 6 or 7 pairs. A swim bladder or air bladder is usually present but secondarily lost in some species. Lateral line system is well developed in fishes. This is again the sensory organ in fishes. The lateral line presents laterally from head to tail, mid-laterally, and which can detect the current of water or flow of water, that is direction of water, in which direction the water is going to be flow. So that is the sensory organ in spices. The heart is two-chambered in fishes, containing one auricle and one ventricle. Only two-chambered heart. This is also the evolutionary character. Then cranial nerves are 10 pairs in these spices, and they are having only internal ear. External ear is absent, and external ear in the form of pinna, which is only present in class Mammaliae. The rest of the classes which are having the internal ear. The kidney is mesonephric. It is somewhat modified from this protochordate. So that is mesonephric kidney. The gonad possesses true gonoduct. Sexes are separate and development is indirect. So that is again the development regarding the young one. The fishes which are cartilaginous endoskeleton are called as cartilaginous, and those which are bony endoskeleton are called as the bony, as I have already told you. Majority of cartilaginous fishes are marine. Very few sharks which are cartilaginous are found in brackish or freshwater. They are all predator fishes, means they hunt and feed on the prey. Sharks, sawfishes are predators. They occur in warm waters of the tropics. They are capacious scavengers and active swimmers. They feed on the dead individuals and just clean the water by feeding on that dead individuals. They also feed on other fishes, crabs, lobsters, sea urchins and squids. There are few species of sharks like whale shark, Rhincodon, and the basking shark, though they are having a 10 meters or more long but having very minute teeth. They are sluggish filter feeders, living exclusively on zooplankton. Some white sharks are man-eaters, just attacking on the man. Ganga shark are found of living human flesh, means they attack on the humans and feeds on the human flesh. It is a great menace to bathers in the Hooghly at Kolkata. Some sharks are viviparous. Viviparous means they give direct birth to the young one, and those which lay the eggs are called as oviparous. And there is another category, that is ovoviviparous, those which lay the eggs but the eggs are hatch into the uterus and young ones are emerges, which is called as the ovoviviparous. And the viviparous means which give the direct birth to the young one. So some sharks are viviparous. Skates and rays are also these important fishes. They are bottom dwellers living at the bottom. Stingrays inflict wound by their sharp spines on the tail, and the sting may be fatal, which can cause death of that individual. Electric rays are also able to give a strong shock to predators or food animals. Chimeras are also called as ghost fish or rat fish. The lungfishes are large, inhabiting semi-permanent freshwater or swamps in Africa, South America, and Australia. They are all sluggish, bottom dweller, and predaceous fishes. There are large number of bony fishes found in freshwater as well as marine water. Some form can fly some distance in the sea and called flying fishes. An example is Exocetus. Many fishes are bottom dweller. Some sole fishes lives at the bottom. Sea devil are predaceous fishes. Mud creepers live on the roots of mangrove plants as well as on the mud, which can crawl on it. But they keep the tail in water for respiration. Fishes are distributed in all freshwater and marine water. On the globe, many fishes like salmon and eel fishes shows migration, which is essential for their breeding. These fishes which are migrating from ocean to river for breeding as well as from river to ocean for this breeding purpose. So this is the migration in fishes. They also show such traveling the large distance for the breeding and nesting. This is the structure of fishes which are having these fins and scales. And the third image was showing the endoskeleton of these bony fishes or osteichthyes fish. So these are the general characters of class Pisces, which is the first class of these vertebrates under the section gnathostomes, which are having the jaws. Hope you will understand all the general characters. Still you have any doubts or the query, please feel free to write into comment box. Thanks.